Hi, everyone. This is Tammy, your host and the owner of Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless. And today's podcast is titled Use Your Voice. And when I say use your voice, it's not just vocally, but also use your talents that you were given. A lot of times through life, in certain situations, we tend to lose our voice. We tend to lose our talents and our God-given gifts because of either what someone has said, what something has done, especially as a child. If we weren't really encouraged as a child to actually live out our dreams or do those types of things, we tend to not actually go forward with the dream, or we lose focus or we get distracted. But what I want to do is just give you the encouragement just to keep going, no matter what you're facing ahead or whatever has happened in the past. I would say, if possible, try to forget the past. Forget whatever thing that has stopped you before, because a lot of times that's where we get messed up at, is because we're constantly remembering what happened in the past. We're remembering that bad memory when we tried to do something on our own and it didn't work out, or if we stepped out on faith and we didn't get a return investment on that. And with that, what it does is it just stifles us and it stops us from doing what God has called us to do, and it stops us from using our voice. I stated in previous podcasts before, it basically happened to me. When I was younger, I wanted to be a singer. That was my thing. I would sing all the time in my house when I stayed down in Georgia with my parents, and I would turn on the music loud as ever, and I would just sing my heart out. But over the years, things happened, and I wasn't as encouraged to do singing anymore, or I was always worried about what someone else said. And I was just thinking about it recently. It's like I used to sing out like it was nobody's business, and now it's like you probably wouldn't catch me singing in public at all. And I've sung things at church and everything like that, but at the end of the day, throughout whatever happened, like just basically the discouragement or just with any other thing, I just stopped doing it. And now it's so funny because my daughter actually does it. Like she sings out and everything, whether she knows the words or she thinks she knows the words. It's the funniest thing. And that's with her. Like no matter what, I will encourage her if she decides to go in that route. But I know for me, like that's basically what happened. But I love God because He has a way of using you one way or another. Even if I'm not using my singing voice, God allowed me to use my speaking voice to help you guys out. And by His grace, I am on a lot of radio stations like Pandora, or streaming stations like iHeartRadio, things like that. And God will use you in one way or another. Like I said, even if I'm not using my singing voice, He still allowed me to use my speaking voice to encourage you guys, to just basically encourage you guys. But that's the beauty of God. No matter where you are in life, He can use you. You might think that a door is closed because of what, like I said, and what happened in the past. And God will still use your gifts and your talents in another way. And it's up to you if you actually just want to just go out on faith and do what God has called you to do. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let what anyone else has done stop you, because the plan of God, or the plan that God has on your life, you're going to succeed one way or another. It may not be the easiest route. It may not be the quickest route that you would probably want, but you never know. In an instant, your whole life can change into be what God has called you to be. But you'll never get there if you silence yourself, if you silence your voice, if you silence your gifts. Today, I challenge you to believe in yourself, to go after the dreams that God has called you to do, to use your voice, use your talents, and actually even dive deep. Maybe you don't know what your gift, your talents, or your passion is. Well, why not get a pen and a piece of paper and start writing down what you like to do, what you don't like to do, what talents that you have. What are you good at? Even if it's encouraging other people or if it's just talking, there's ways for you to live out or find out what your passion is, but you have to do that. So with that being said, I just wanted to give you that piece of encouragement and just let you know that no matter what you're going through, you will make it through it. And I know it may seem like it's the end, but it's never the end when God is around. So with that being said, just know that you are worthy, worth, and priceless. And until next time, bye.